Hey guys, welcome to your second Java tutorial, and in today's tutorial we'll be covering the basics of a variable or variables. So without further ado, let's get started. So you may remember something in grade 6 or 7, you guys learned something called variables, and that basically means it has an unknown value. It's the exact same thing in Java. So in math you would have something x, the most common variable, equals 55. It's the exact same thing in Java. That basically tells the compiler that we have x and it equals 55. But it's not quite that simple in Java. In Java, there are about 30 to 50 different kinds of variables. In this case, in this tutorial, we're going to be covering 3 different kinds, which is an integer, a string, and a double. So, we have to tell the compiler that x is a type of variable. In this case, x is going to be an integer. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to type int, which stands for integer. Int x. So now it says that, okay, we have the variable x, and that's an integer. But right now it doesn't have a value. It's technically 0. It's not even 0. It's nothing. So we want to set a value. So just like in math, you're going to say x equals 55, semicolon. In Java, it's not called an equal sign or anything like that. It's actually called the assignment operator. And that means anything to the left of it is going to equal to what it is on the right. So x equals 55. So now if we go ahead and print this. Sorry about my lack of typing. So now, in the last tutorial, I said that you would have to put quotation marks anytime it's a text. In this case, you don't put quotation marks because it's not a text and it's already been set up here. So instead of the quotation marks, you're just going to put x in the arguments. So now, if we run it, it should print out 55, just like we wanted it to do. But now we're going to cover two different variables. Now we're going to be covering double, which is in real life, or life. It's a decimal point, and it basically means anything to the left or the right and the right of it of the decimal point is going to be a decimal. So we have double y, and then we're going to say y equals 5.67. Now we're going to be covering something called a string, and a string's different because it is text. It's not a value. Well, technically it is a value, but it's a value of text. So in this case, it's going to be a capital S string z. Now we're going to say z equals, and after the assignment operator, instead of not having any quotation marks, you're going to have quotation marks because it's a text and you're setting it there. Z equals, I don't know, hello, whoops, let's just do apples, because I'm cool like that. So we have apples. So we basically said, just like the other two variables, z equals apples, except it's text, the text apples. So now let's go ahead and print all of this. And we have, okay, so we have x. Now we can print it again. And it's going to be y. Sorry. And since I'm lazy, I'm just going to copy that. And then we're going to print out z. Okay, so it printed it out, but there was a problem because we didn't put any spaces, so it's all scrunched together. So what we do, like we covered in the last tutorial, we did print line, which sets it to the next line. Print line and print line. To do that. So now it's set it to the next line. So we have 55, our x, we have 5.67, our y, and we have apples, which is our z. So now you understand the basic concepts of variables and how to print them out. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in your next tutorial.